Okay, right. I want to welcome everybody. Welcome, it's me and a pink microphone. Fuck's sake. How are you doing again, okay? I hope you guys are doing okay. Welcome. I've got some nice chill out music in the background, some nice music. I didn't make this music, but it's another one of those ones I didn't make. But in this video I just thought I'd talk to you about the things I've got coming up. I want to say a big thank you and thanks for your patience, everybody. Yeah, I love this stuff. 'Cause we're chilling out. We're chilling out now. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing too loud because I've got people listening in the other room. And you know what I mean? You're minding up with both of your teeth listening. I mean missing it. After I punch them and they get chipped and then you're falling on the floor. Get lost up in your mystery. Looking for mystery. It's motherfucking mysterious. And they just talk with a lisp and whisper. Talking your goddamn prick with lipstick. You're one about talking about my enemies that fucked them. I flipped them. Cause I've come around. Coming around. Oh, oh, oh. I'll come around. I've gotta do a vocal version of this another time. Yeah. You know what it is, I'm just walking around. Listening to the sound. Oh, yeah. But you know, I'm in the chill zone. I'm in the chill zone. Just chilling out. Yeah, you know, one of these days I'm gonna get on the record. I find myself looking back at my Recordist record. Some motherfucking idiots breaking the next lick. Surviving everything dangling on the neck of this. Shit was going on here now with the motherfucking erected. Pull up direct them in this film of electric and they going to die when they fucking even ain't gonna be let into the gates of hell. Entrance now is an exit wound. Shit, don't let it get to you. I'm had to tell the truth. Some people just fell over their room. Yeah, you get lost in the dark, locked in the dismal gloom, yeah. It's a prison in your mind, that's you. It's the cells, it's the truth. Come out of the freezer into the freedom. Oh man. Sorry about the gun videos, but I had to speak to like the souls that were lost. Souls that were lost. The souls that were lost. The souls that were lost. Hearing them cold shots all around. I hope you're just chilling with me and listening to the beat. Oh man, I just love this. I can't get it. What the fuck's that shit? That was some nasty shit up on my screen. If I see that again, it's gonna be a submachine. No, that was disgusting, man. And nasty, dirty bastard. Horrible advertisements coming on my goddamn screen. I'm just coming for the peace. I want a delicious female that's good to eat. I can sleep on both of her feet in this tropical heat. And if you're chilling with me, we just chilling in the vibes, you know what I mean? Ain't gonna survive if you find your fucking head inside of a vice and it's tight. Breaking in there, it's the type. Yeah, you said you was gonna do woodwork. That's why your foot hurts. You drop your hammer in the hood. Burnt what? Yeah, burnt ash falling in a fire coming at your ass. Just chilling out. Let me stop that music. That's just gorgeous music. I love that music. Let me play this one now. I can't see. I'll be banging it loud. I'll be busting it. The thing is, I've got people in the other room. You know what I mean? It's like a hotel, and I can't get no sleep because they be banging and ringing the bells. That's what it is when she yells. I don't really give a shit because I'm loving these stripper girls. Right, I'm gonna put this other one in the background now. Who's she? Whoa, no. My wife's not here today, so we're not gonna make a porno today. Me and my wife don't make pornos. We have private fun. Private fun. I survive on no funds. What's going on? You won't survive with no guns. That's what they mean, shoguns with slogans. I'm showing up to these motherfucking donuts and I pop them some. I love it, man. I'm on the flow. I'm on the flow, man. I'm on the flow, yo. Yeah, for those who don't know, though. Oh, man, I made a rap the other day. Shit, I made a rap the other day. And I deleted the thing. I might upload it, okay. I made a rap the other day called Tough Shit. I might upload it. It's called Tough Shit. I forgot if I sent it. I forgot if I uploaded it or not. Tough Shit. Gotta make some more music. Anyway, let's hear this. Hear this wood boy. This is another piece of music I found online, which is good. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Yeah, not this one. We heard that already. This one. This is another one here. Okay. Come on and play. I love all this dreamy shit, y'all know what I mean? Dreamy. In fact, I might need to stop this now because it's cutting up. It's a bit joggy. Sounds like it's going to turn into a rap beat or something. I'm going to stop that there. In this one, I just want to show you something. Okay, I'm basically working on some art and animation. As you know, I'm working hard trying to develop and practice visuals in Blender 2.8, the 3D software. I'm trying to practice my modeling skills and don't get that twisted, alright? I'm not trying to be some kind of person who takes it backwards just because I'm not wearing a top. It's because it's hot here. I can assure you I've got pants on, as in trousers. And this pink microphone sideways is not trying to give you a strange impression. This is not some weird rocksters porn machine. Nah, bruh. Right. It's just, this used to be my wife's microphone, and you know, and this is what we do. No, hang on, you may have got the wrong idea, right? No static shocks up in your slats, you get shocked. It's the pop with the bebop. Now what I'm trying to say, okay, is this. I've been working on some art, and I want to get back to my 2D animation too. I'm planning 2D animation and 3D animation. Now I want to show you this motherfucker. Who the fuck's this motherfucker? Okay, obviously just some weird looking faced dude from some part of the world. I don't know which part of the world. I made this 3D character. You can see the paint is just painted over the top of the head. That headband thing is just painted on. The clothes are just painted on. It's nothing amazing, right? But what this is, and I'll tell you what this is, it's a 3D model. It's not one from Make Human, the software. This is actually from it's just a model. Okay, it's a basic free model that I found online of a figure, and there's different ones you can download, pre-made base meshes of 3D figures that you can use, and you can work upon them and make your own characters. But I'm just saying, okay, look, the head, I actually changed the head. I shrunk the head down, and what the fuck, and I put a new head on, and I attached the head. And I rigged the figure myself. The figure wasn't rigged, okay? So this was really a basic project here, trying to make a character, basically. This was basically that. I'll show you me, so here I am. So this guy basically is that. I am there. I'm looking the other direction. I should be looking that way. I'll look this way to make it more realistic. I'm looking this way to see it, but yeah, basically, you know what it is, man. Microphone just passed my face like it didn't matter, man. It's like your drunk mother trying to give a BJ. No, trying to give what I'm saying. No, basically, right. I'm just saying, okay, as I fly around in my mothership, I could change the head to my head now. Now it looks more like, you know what I'm saying? No. Captain fucking Kirk. It looks like he's got some Star Trek outfit on. But no, basically, right, yeah, this was a real, like, test project that I'm making a figure, because I tried to, like, use different figures. You may have noticed I had a figure, on my channel that was actually made in Make Human, and I bring it in, and I changed the textures for the clothes, and I give him some hair, and I changed the look of him and things. But this figure is different. This one is actually one that I was able to rig myself. Okay, I put bones in to the body, so it was an undertaking. It was like a base object for the body, which was just an OBJ file, which is not rigged, so you can't pose it, you know. So I rigged it. I brought the skeleton in. I think I used one of the pre-made armatures on their skeleton rigs. You know, deleted some bones I didn't need, and the head I just shrunk it down a bit so it wasn't like useful. I didn't delete it, but I think I went into that sculpt mode or something and shrunk it a bit. Just used a smooth tool or something and just smoothed it down. And then what I did is I bring in another object, which is another OBJ basically object, static object. So it's one static object being the body, but I put a rig in it. And then what you've got is another static object attached to that, but rather than parenting the two, I joined it as one object, so that's one object now, you know. And what I did is, obviously, I painted over the two of them. The head came from a piece of software called FaceGen. Okay, FaceGen, like Face Generator, whatever it's called, FaceGen 3D software for making faces. And it's really cool because you can make faces out of one photo or a couple of photos, like front on and side views, and that's all you really need. You can take a photo of yourself or a photo of anyone, or you can use some of the features in there, and there's quite a lot of features at making a face. Now for this, I just made a face. I didn't use photos, I just made a face in there. I just changed the expression. You can change the expressions too. You can change the expressions, you can change the look of it. I just changed a lot of things, and I basically just painted a bit on top and stuff, put a headband and things, you know, and there's certain things you can do. And just made it. Obviously it's bald, but I can make hair. You can make hair different ways, you know, in Blender. And you can like use the hair add-on things that they've got, or you can like just sculpt some simple hair on, like I did with the other figure. So anyway, that's what we've got. We've got two static objects, which like statues, but more or less OBJs. They both were, being the body and the head, put together, merged and joined together after painting on both of them, all in Blender. And then I rigged this one static object and saved it out as a DAE file, which is a Collada. You know, Collada or DAE. It's got two names. DAE spelled D-A-E. It's Collada file, and it's rigged. And I don't know what it is. I know a lot of people say, you know, like you got FBX. FBX is a good format. FBX is good, but you know, DAE works really well. Collada, and better in some ways, I feel too. You know, there's other formats you can do, 3DS and stuff, but I think 3DS is like hard to get into. You've got to use certain methods to get it into Blender. People have certain issues with getting models from different programs, I hear too. I don't have 3ds Max, the software. I have SketchUp. People have problems with getting the models into SketchUp, from SketchUp into Blender, it seems too. There's all kinds of people using all kinds of stuff out there. People using Unreal Engine, obviously, a new one out now, and CryEngine, Unreal Engine, Unity, CryEngine, all these different game engines and stuff they're using. Blender's just great. You get your basic blend file. That's all you can do. You can do animation in it. You can go on to sites like Mixamo. It gives you automatic rigging and a lot of preset animations and stuff, and it gives you the ability to export FBX files and DAE, Collada files, I believe. You know, so you can still do that. You can still work even with 3DS, and I'm not too sure. Or with certain ones, I think it allows you to upload OBJ, obviously, ones. But I was having a lot of trouble like rigging figures and stuff, you know, in Blender 2.8, but I love Blender 2.8. It's great, but it's like I never learned the old Blender, but this is great. I'm able to learn. This is a renewed up, powered up, amazing software, Blender 2.8, and I'm learning it, you know, as you're seeing them in all of its different features. I love all the different widgets and the tools in it, you know. Yeah, I want to say thanks for all the support, guys. Thanks for the nice comments, really. What I get. Yeah, so I'm still learning it and trying to see what I can do with it, you know. I've done a few little test scenes you'll have seen recently too. What else? You know, I think it's amazing the power that we've got at our fingertips, and softwares and hardwares and stuff we got, you know. It just takes a good imagination. You can write some stories, do some drawing. I love 2D, I love drawing, and I'm inspired by manga and anime and that as well, so I'm going to be doing some amazing good animation when I can, 2D too, okay, as well as 3D. But I'm just saying, I'm just exploring the 3D. I think it's fascinating, you know. I'm going to try rigging and creating some different like characters too of my own. There's many ways you can do it, obviously. You can use like some of these fancy softwares out there. Some people use oh, by the way, I was just going to mention there's another site called Sketchfab where you can like download a lot of models from there too and use them. You got like give credit to the people who made some of these models, obviously, but there's a lot of stuff out there, great stuff like cars, characters, all kinds of stuff, scenery, objects. So the Sketchfab. There's a lot of websites online with like free models and stuff. There's a thing called Archive 3D, I think it's called. Obviously you got SketchUp, Warehouse. I'm kind of pissed off, really angry that SketchUp is like now not giving like new updates. It seems for like the free versions of its software you have to pay for it. I do have SketchUp Pro, it's 2015, and I actually downloaded the free version of 2017, which was the last one they've given. I just downloaded it recently, SketchUp Make. If you wanted to get a newer version, you'd have to literally pay for them. They've got a free version which you can use online, but I don't think you can actually even export. You know, I'm not too sure. Models from it, I'm not too sure. Certain files and formats. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, there's loads of software. People use. There's a lot of. I mean, recently I downloaded that thing again. You know, yeah. Recently I downloaded that Pose Studio. I told you about. I'm not going to go into details, I think. But you got this here. So what you're looking at, this character you're looking at on the screen here. I may just try, because I made it for the sake of it. I may you may see one or two like test animations, maybe at least one test animated little, very short animated thing. My idea was to make this like a sci-fi type character, like he's in space or something. I don't know. Something like it looks like a sci-fi. Something he's like on another planet or something, you know. Something, I don't know, we'll see, for a bit of fun. So I just thought I'd show you this image because I took this screenshot and I thought, you know, I'll just show you guys what that was. But this was like my first attempt really at making a character in this way, like attaching two objects, being a head that I've created and a body, and rigging the whole thing. So it's an object basically that's rigged. This is my first rigged object. I have this posable figure of this. Doesn't look that great. I could do much more detail on the clothes and give it more, you know, make it look proper, you know, and give some hair or whatever. But it's just painted on, you know, here. But you know, it's good though, you know. So for a test animation or something, I may just use this character as it is. We'll see. For some fun, for some simple shit, for some simple stuff like, you know. I watched that movie fairly recently, that film, Lawnmower Man, you know. I've not seen the second one yet, but it's from the 90s. But I'm going to be doing much better stuff. I'm going to be working on much better stuff, okay? 2D and 3D animation. But this is just something I wanted to show you because I think this character I can use. I can actually bring this. I think I can bring this model into Poser as well. I do have Poser 2014. I don't have Daz. I tried to use Daz yet again. It was okay, but it weren't working so much, so I got rid of Daz. I got rid of that. I do have games making softwares, as you know. I'm planning to make some games soon to 2D using Construct. I've got Construct Classic. Let me turn it off, sorry. Construct Classic. I'm really sorry about these stupid advertisements coming up on here. Yeah, but you know, Construct Classic, as I say, and that, yeah, you know, is a good one for making 2D games. I love it. I really do. You might use other like newer versions of Construct, or you might use you know, Game Maker. Some people use that. But I'm just saying, you know, I've also got Copper Cube for 3D games making, very simple, and that's good. I can bring it, so I can make models like this. I can bring my models into the games, FBX and stuff too. I will probably have a go at making a 3D game when I can as well. I'm so inspired by Zelda games, and then also, of course, you know, Shenmue, the Shenmue game series. Not played the latest, you know, newer Zelda or Shenmue, as I say. I was always a Capcom fanatic growing up, playing Street Fighter games, fighting games, mainly Street Fighter. I don't mind my Mortal Kombat too. This guy's got a bit of Mortal Kombat going on, I feel. You know, yeah. Other softwares, as I say, I've got Ren'Py. I do believe I still have Novelty. Let me check. Do I? I got rid of it. I think I got rid of Novelty. I don't have that anymore. These people, they're really at it. Look, wow, yeah. But yeah, you know, but you know, there's Novelty. There's AGS Adventure Game Studio, and then also there's what's it called? Shit, can't remember what it's called now. Damn, it's another games making software. It's a free one. I've just forgotten the name of it. I can hear you screaming it to me. Sugar. I need to find the name of that game software now. That's really getting on my nerves. I uninstalled it and got rid of it because it wasn't as good as Construct. I felt Construct. Excuse me. Construct Classic. But let me. Oh my god! I've got to find that now. I don't have to, but there's another games making software. Oh, I won't bother anyway. For now, but yeah, for my art I usually love to use Krita for my art. You know, Krita's a great art software, I must say. I use FL Studio to make my music. I've got various video editing softwares I use. I find Hit Film's a very good one for effects and stuff. I've not used that software called Houdini, but I've looked into it. It's a very powerful thing for like 3D effects and stuff, I hear. But Blender's just amazing, and I'm just learning Blender. Up until now, I mean, it was really just SketchUp I was using for 3D stuff. I dabbled in Unreal Engine 4 and UDK before that as well. But you know, this is something else totally. Absolutely. I want to say, you know, yeah. There are other things like NeoAxis, which is good for 3D, basic stuff. To get game engine, I like the look of it, and I like the way you can make like the grass and the trees and like basic scenery up pretty well. And you can put some video effects on stuff on top in video softwares and edit stuff even further, like we can anyway with any of this stuff. I've got other 3D ones here for 3D, like Rocket 3F and 3F, and also this 3D Crafter here. And as I say, like, you know, for 2D art, you've got Photoshop. Obviously, I've got that. I've got Fire Alpaca and Krita. These are my two favourites, Fire Alpaca and Krita. I've just downloaded fairly recently Sketchbook. You can see all of my softwares here. A lot of softwares I use. Anime Effects is great. You know, any video converter is very useful for that. Design Doll, 3D posable figures and stuff. You know, Manga Studio I got, Windows Movie Maker, Shotcut, these are for video editing, Vegas Pro, Njob for making normal maps, Olive video editing software, Anime Studio for some animation, like rigged animation and stuff, similar to Anime Effects, but they're different, as I say. Pencil 2D for some 2D animation, Verve Painter, painting thing. It's not amazing, but you know, Post Studio I told you about already. You know, I've got a lot of things here. FaceGen I mentioned to you. This is just my screen recording software. Xpadder, which helps me with like playing games and stuff with a games controller on the computer if I do, like playing through emulators and stuff like that too. You know, quite a lot of stuff, right? Oh, I've got this here, Paint.net. I'm using ShareX to record the screen right now currently. I've also got FL Studio, as I say, for music. I've got ABR Mate, which helps me change Photoshop file brushes into a collection of images, which I can use and turn into brushes in other art softwares, such as my favourites, Krita and Fire Alpaca. If I go, as I say, you got Design Doll, and you've got Manga Studio, which also helps like when you're posing figures. They've got figures in there to pose. Got Poser here, as I say, Poser software, Poser Pro 2014, Bandicam Demo, which is another demo but good free, as I say, screen recording software too, which I use sometimes for simple things. So a lot of stuff, you know. Blender. It says weird, like it says Blender. Look, when I hover over it, it says Blender 7.9. It's not. It's not. This is Blender 2.8. Okay, 2.80. You know, I've got. But because I had the previous one before, and there's something there that's going on. Yeah, I'm going to stop this now. By the way, Ren'Py is like a visual novel type game software, but I made a couple of, I think 1 or 2 brief videos on this Construct. It's a very good software, check it out, Construct Classic. There's another one, I can't remember what it is. There's another software I want to show you where it's very similar to like Construct. I'll just open up my thing here quickly, really quickly. I'm going to go to Google just really quickly. So yeah, you know, free games software, free games making, I should say, game engine, right? You know, where is it, man? They're probably going to come up with other ones as well. Hang on, where is it? Okay, I'll go here, hang on. Is it there? Construct 2, Cocos, Play Canvas. I'm trying to find the one. RPG Maker Web.com. Nope, it's not. None of those. None of those. I'm trying to find the one. It's got to be here somewhere. Go.engine. Is it Go.no? Where is it? There's one. I can't remember the name of it. Is it one of these? Unity here. Stencil. No. Construct 2. I'm using Construct Classic, as I say. Cocos 2D. Don't know how to use it. Play Canvas. RPG Maker. Marmalade. Unreal Engine 4 and this. Mono Game. No, it's none of these. None of these. See, I use ones, as I say, that are totally like free, and you're able to you know, you're able to just make games without any programming and stuff, you know. This I don't even know what this is. I'm going to go on here. This Game Salad. Thousands of games have been built with Game Salad for iOS, Android based devices and more. Let me just go and check what this is. I like to make games for Windows myself and computer, you know. But there's another one, I can't think of the damn name of it. You probably know it. I had it and I just deleted it. Nah, probably got to pay for some of this stuff anyway. Well, I won't bother confusing you now, but anyway, you can see me stretched out in the dark. What the fuck? Pink fucking microphone. You can see me stretched out in the dark, bitch. Here I am. I'm gonna Emu Hawk. This is for game emulation. You got this WeChat there for Chinese. It's an app, you know, chat app thing. I'm gonna stop this here, okay? But I expect to see a lot more videos, okay, on Blender, okay? Really happy you're enjoying this video. If you are, and while I'm here as well, I'm gonna say one more thing, okay? I'm gonna open up just Critter, just really quickly. Yeah, Critter Cinema. That's just a file I've made, widescreen thing. And I'm going to show you what I've got just really quickly. Show you what I got. Show you what I got. Strike to the gut. Boom. Just broke my arm. But yeah, man. Any motherfuckers deprive me of my time on the phone, distracting my shit while I'm in my prime high glider survivor fighter, tearing the fibre of the ice fire. No. In-flighter fire. So I'm gonna go in and do what the fuck I want. So I'm not gonna I can't show you very easy because I've got my screen standing up here, but But when I do animation, right, I've got some animation frames set up here. What I'll do is I'll start with like a circle. Excuse me. For example, I'll start with a circle, and I'll draw. Oh, what's going on? Where's the colour? Where's the colour, man? I'll do a head, two circles like that, you see, and lines for the arms and the legs. For example, that's a rough kind of way I'll do it. See, go on to the next frame, turn on onion skins mode. You see, and then I might do something like, let's say the guy's going to go down to do his shoelaces up or whatever, you see. We're going to just do that shoelace, you know, up, let's say, you know. So you see, I'll do that and I go to the next frame, and let's say the guy's just doing his shoelaces up, you know, put the head down there, you know, put the body like that, whatever. The guy's legs there and the guy's like that, you know. See something saying? So it goes 1, 2, 3. You see, and I'll draw the frames like that. See, and it could be anything. I'll draw it. It could be any position. Someone doing a kick or whatever, or a punch. See, or flying kick over the guy's head. And I'll just go frame by frame. And then what I'll do is I'll go on the next layer above that, with the same amount of frames here, the same amount of keyframes. I'll go on the layer above it and I'll just draw on top of those. But what I'll do is I'll turn down the opacity of that layer, so it's like faint, and I'll go on the top of layer and I'll start drawing my proper characters, whatever, you know, cowboy, whatever, with moustache, whatever it's going to be, you know what I mean, properly though. Just a quick recap that was on how I do some like rough 2D animation if I was free doing it. I'll cover stuff more anyway. I want to do a lot more drawing and sketching properly. Currently I've had my screen standing up, this drawing one. You can like fold it up and down. It's a very, very good drawing art screen thing, you know. But I'll have my pen. But right now I'm just using it, as I say, for well, I've been practicing the 3D. You know, and I'm got my mouse here and I'm just working on Blender, trying to learn what I can do. Big thank you, and I say thank you for watching, everybody. As I say, I've made like videos on guns and stuff, really talking about guns and psychology type stuff. Really, don't worry about that too much. Okay, you're entitled to believe in what you believe. I've got my beliefs on certain topics in life. I just thought it's something I'd share, but because there's certain people who think a certain way, but you know, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, as long as you're safe, you know. Whether you are for guns or not, that's up to you, but just be safe, I'd say, and everybody be sensible, you know. I'm going to stop this one here and say thank you very much for watching. Take care now. Thanks always, guys. I hope you enjoy my art and animation videos, 2D and 3D. Take care now.